Well, hi there, everybody. Good Monday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski. Good to be back with you after a week off. And since last week, we've had a lot of heat out there, a lot of 90s today. But a little bit of a relief for most of us, not for everybody, though, as a cold front is sagging southward. That will eventually kind of stall out here along the Nebraska-Kansas border for much of the day today. And with that stalling out, it's still going to be hot in the northern portions of Kansas. Farther to the north, though, we are going to see some cooler conditions. Can't completely rule out an isolated shower or storm this afternoon, although most of us will miss out on that. But again, there's that chance. That chance continues tonight. But again, small chance through the overnight hours. As we push towards tomorrow morning, that chance starts to lift back to the northeast as a warm front, or as a warm front makes its way northeastward here. We're going to see that chance move to the northeast here. And with that warm front moving back through, heat builds back in for your day on Tuesday, so most of us getting a return to the 90s, maybe some triple digits to the southwest. The only areas that may still stay in the 80s for tomorrow would be across the north and the northeast, depending on where that warm front ends out here. So unfortunately, it's only temporary relief for today. Now again, there is that small chance of thunderstorms today, but if something does fire, a strong to severe thunderstorm cannot be ruled out. So therefore, there's a marginal risk of severe weather out for the green shaded areas, including the Tri-Cities and for the Lincoln area. Large hail damage and winds the primary threat. Tomorrow, that chance shifts to the north as that warm front lifts northward here. It's not a good chance of seeing severe weather, but there is that chance, maybe a higher chance farther east of the Missouri River into Iowa. Your highs for today, upper 70s and lower 80s up north, a slight chance of a shower or storm to the west. A little warmer, especially as you get towards the Nebraska-Kansas border in the upper 80s and lower 90s. Otherwise, lower 80s around the North Platte area. Mid-80s around the Tri-Cities, but mid-90s in northern Kansas and to the east. Mostly 80s, but could still see a couple of 90s there around the Hebron to Belleville, Kansas area. So as we go through the next 7 days ahead of us, again, a little cooler for the Tri-Cities tomorrow, well into the 90s. Excuse me, I should say a little cooler today, well into the 90s tomorrow. Still in the 90s on Wednesday. Another cold front will come through Wednesday night. That'll cool us back for your Thursday. Looks like a dry frontal passage at this point. Maybe a small chance of rain across northern Kansas. And then very slight chances of showers and storms Thursday night through Saturday night. So nothing that looks that great. Nothing real organized. We actually get back into the 90s for the end of the week. And then upper 80s to around 90 over the weekend. So kind of fluctuating back and forth between mid-80s and mid-90s. There are signs that maybe we see a little bit more of the seasonable conditions in the 80s beyond the 7-day forecast here. But again, as I said, some of us got some good rain late last week on Friday. Some of us did not, and I think some would still like to get some rain out there. There aren't great chances in the cards, unfortunately, over the next 7 days to come. And one last thing of note, of course, today is the first day of astronomical summer, officially at 5:34 this afternoon in the Tri-Cities and Central Daylight Time, basically. And of course, that also means the longest amount of daylight all year long will be happening today. Sunrise for the Tri-Cities averaging out about 6:03, sunset about 9:09 this evening, so a long amount of daylight out there. So the day is starting to get shorter, at least the daylight hours will start to get shorter from here on out all the way between now and just before the Christmas time season. So there you go. There is your forecast for today. I will be back the rest of this week, so I'll be back for tomorrow. Until next time, I'm meteorologist Travis Klineski, and I hope you have a great Monday.